All right, let's talk about investing, but not in the usual way. Let's talk about investing with chickens. Chickens are companies. And what do they produce, or what do they offer usually to investors? Stocks. So this egg represents a stock, or this egg comes from a chicken, a company. So company produces stocks, and I am starting an AI-focused portfolio, and I'm investing in 5 different ETFs that have a bunch of stocks with companies that are building, investing, making AI. So the stocks comes from chickens, which actually there's 1, 2, 3 in there right now. And these are going to represent my ETFs that I'm investing in. Something's going on over there. Hang on, I gotta check my notes to see what comes next. Crazy chickens. And 1 cat. So I'm using 5 ETFs right now. One of them is VOOG, which is my high producing one. See all the different eggs in there? This is my high producing ETF. It's focused on high growth companies that keep producing more and more over time. My second ETF is QQQ. This is my rowdy tech hens, although this one isn't very rowdy at the moment. These hens are always busy, always moving, just like QQQ, packed with the biggest names in tech, like Apple, Google, Microsoft, stuff like that. And this noisy one over here is SMH, my egg incubator, although I'm not doing very well today. Now this box is a little different. These hens are focused on hatching the next generation. Just like SMH, these invest in semiconductors. They're the backbone of the AI industry. You left your ETF. What are you doing? Now the other 2 ETFs, I'm going to look off to the side so I can get the right ones. The other one is IGM, and this has got, I call it my mixed breed. It's got a little bit of everything in there. They all work together, and it spreads the entire that's the wrong word. It spreads through the entire tech sector, not just focusing on one area per se. So it spreads out my risk a little bit with IGM. The other one that I'm investing in is FTXL, and this one I call my specialty breed, and it is high quality, specifically bred, which focuses on the best semiconductor companies in the market, semiconductor stocks in the market. So I have 2 semiconductor ETFs, 1 mixed, and then I got VOOG, which is kind of a split off of VOO. It's tech heavy, and then we got QQQ, which is also extremely tech heavy as well. So I'm going to go to my soundstage away from filming on location, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm going to open up my portfolio. That's the beauty of an ETF. One chicken stops laying, the others keeps going. All right, I'm gonna move from location to the sound stage. Crazy chickens. Stage now instead of on location. It's starting to get cold outside too, so yeah, inside. So I'm going to open up my portfolio in Robinhood. Oh, Bitcoin. Why am I looking at Bitcoin? 95,000. Wish I had that. So what I'm doing is I am investing $550 a month into these 5 ETFs that I mentioned earlier: VOOG, QQQ, SMH, IGM, and FTXL. And I'm doing what's called a dollar cost averaging into each of them. So every day that the stock market is in, I'm putting a little bit more. And here, let me show you what I am doing. Let's go to my investments, recurring investments. So this is how I'm splitting my money up daily. Is I'm putting $750 into 2 of them, and then $5 into 2 more, and then $250 in the other of them. So I spent about a week doing research on this through like Google and ChatGPT, because I'm starting to like ChatGPT, and this is all about AI. So I wanted to include AI in my research, and telling it I had about $550 a month, and how would you invest the money? So I didn't get stuck in analysis paralysis. I made my decisions. I asked a little bit about ChatGPT, what it wanted to do, and this is what it recommended. And as you can see, that's how I split my money up. I started on February 3rd, so roughly about a week ago. Let me go back. Let's hit a week. It's not roughly because this is a Tuesday, so what is it, the 11th? So this is from the 4th to the 11th. I've set some ups. I had a big lull there in the middle, as you can see. But I'm almost up 1% for my 1 week investment. Technically 2 months investing, because in January I did my research at the end of January, and I had about $500 in my account already. So I just split the 500 between the 5 accounts. And then on February 3rd, I'm starting to put dollar cost averaging into play. So that's why it's at $1,100. And you can see by my buying power, I have about $408 left to go this month. So I'm putting in roughly about, I think it's about $27 a day into my account. And what I'm doing is I want to see how well this performs compared to the try and true ETFs that are out there that we all invest in our retirement accounts, and that are kind of a sure bet in investing world. So VOO, which is the S&P 500, VTI, which is the entire stock market ETF, and then also SDY, which is a dividend stock. And so I'm comparing those 3 to my 5 and see how well they perform. And depending how well it goes, I'm either gonna be putting more in throughout the year, or I might rebalance it here in about 6 months or so. But this is going to be like a year-long experiment. If they produce really well, I might hold them for a lot longer than a year. So stick around. I'm going to put in updates every month on the website. So come back and just don't sit down and watch these videos. Get involved. If you don't have extra money like I do, because I've been working for a really long time, so I've got a little bit of a higher paycheck than those of you that are a little bit junior. But you need to start somewhere. So go in, put $5 a day or $5 a month, $100 a month, $500, whatever you can do. If you feel a little risky, buy these ETFs that I'm doing. If you're not feeling risky, buy into VOO or VTI and invest for your future. All right. Yeah, can you tell I'm not a video personality? All right, talk to you guys later.